baby girl. What happened? You came to the wrong closet. I had a bed all set up for you. Is there another one over there? Oh my gosh. Let me move this a little bit. Hi, baby. I just came in here about an hour ago and there was no babies. It's so hard to see on camera. They're all dark. There's one right there. Oh my god, I see 5. Oh my god. I'm like shaking. Baby, you did it. I was gonna help you and watch you, and I wanted to record it. You did it all by yourself. Oh my god. Oh my god, look, I just woke up. I look like a complete mess. I'm freaking out. It looks like all the babies are out of their sacks. Everything looks fine. Oh, I can't wait to hold them. Oh my god. The kids are going to freak out. I'm just in complete shock right now. You have to be very quiet. And you can't touch the surprise, okay?
I probably know what it is.
What?
I want to see and see if I was right.
I didn't tell you about this surprise, so I don't think you know. Okay, what are the 2 rules?
Don't touch it and...
Be quiet, whisper, okay? Look. What is it?
Little hazies.
What is it?
How did they get out?
She had her babies and we didn't even know.
How did they get out?
You knew?
Mm-hmm. Dad told me.
Oh, well, you didn't know that she had them right now.
Can I hold them?
No, baby, they're still too little.
Wait, Mom.
What?
We need those bottles that we got Hazel when she was a baby from...
Well, when Hazy was a baby, her mommy didn't take care of her, and that's why we had to feed her. But she's feeding her babies. Gosh, this closet's a mess. We literally just threw everything over here to make her a house, and then she comes on this side. Oh, hi, little guy.
Mom, how did they came out?
I don't know, baby.
Wait, there's a little
Little
hole.
guy.
Can you name them?
We'll see. There's one right here too. There's 5.
What's this red on for?
Well, that's what happens when babies come out. Isn't that crazy? There's 5 little babies.
I thought there were 4.
There's 5.
They're so little. Mom,
What?
why did you say no touching?
You can't touch them yet because they're still kind of dirty. She's still cleaning them off.
How?
Oh, she's giving them kisses. Cleaning up all gunk stuff. Oh my god, that's so cute.
That was gonna be a toy.
She found a robe and a baby blanket and decided that was her spot.
Look at the They can't even see it.
No, they won't open their eyes for probably
Like-
10 days.
Wait, today's 10 and tomorrow will be 9 and then the next day will be...
It's not always 10 days, but it's usually around 10 days. They keep their eyes closed.
Oh, hi,
There's one. Can you see it? Yeah. Alright, I gotta move them fast because they have to stay warm.
Look at... Or you can name one, Logan Jr. How much are you gonna name?
There's 3. the last two.
Aww.
I got them all moved to their little box. It's a little easier to see now, but they're not on a bunch of clothes. They are so stinking cute. Hazy, you're being a good mommy. You a good mommy? Just rest, baby girl, okay? You did a good job. Okay, so first, pardon my voice, I'm getting sick again. Anyways, so I've calmed down. I've put myself together a little bit. This morning I know I looked like a hot mess, and I know I sounded like one too because I was freaking out. But I've calmed down. It's been about an hour. Mommy is doing fine. Babies look like they're doing fine. They're nursing fine. I moved them from the closet they weren't supposed to be in to the closet here that they were supposed to be in. She can get out. She's got her food and water in there. Maddie's trying to come in. I had bought protein brownies and apparently she doesn't like it. But anyways, so long story short, Hazy found a boyfriend, and I kind of thought that she was pregnant, but I wasn't sure because obviously like she started getting big, but it wasn't like a pregnant belly, and so I was like, maybe she's just fat, I don't know. But like I'd say about 3 days ago, it looked like she ate a football, and I'm not even joking. It was like overnight. The day before, oh, the babies are crying. The day before, she just looked like a fat cat, and then the next day, it was like a football, and I was like, okay, she's definitely pregnant. So, my arm's getting tired. So, I set up a box for her in the closet. Obviously, we have 2 big dogs, and I can't just like let her be running around the house, because if she has them somewhere where the dogs can get to them, that could be bad. So I was like, okay, our closet's the best place. We don't really use our the second closet besides for storage. And so I was like, okay, I'll just move some stuff to the closet that we do use, which is why it's such a huge mess. And I'll make her a spot in there. So I got a storage bin, I put blankets in it. She's got her little rocks in there, she's got food, she's got water. I had a blanket like on the floor and everything. She's like had it made, but I would leave the closet door open so she could come out in the bathroom. Like, we have a pretty good sized bathroom, so she had room to like walk around and be. Well, for the last couple days, I've just been coming and checking on her like every hour or so. Like, I'll come in here, and I've been reading up on it because I've never had a cat give birth. Like, I didn't know what to expect, and to be honest, I was scared that she wasn't going to take care of them, only because she's kind of mean. She is not a nice cat, and I've never had a mean cat either. And so I was kind of scared that she might not take care of them. But the last few days since she's been in here, she has been so affectionate. She just wants to be like by me, on top of me. She wants me to pet her. She would roll over and like let me rub her belly. And I was like, wow, maybe she'll be nice now, you know? It was probably just because she's about to have labor. She's about to go into labor. I keep hearing them squeak in there. But so I kept checking on her because I really wanted to know when she went into labor, because
I was scared that I was going to have to help. I know that some mom kitties just don't take care of their babies, and I wanted to make sure that nothing happened to the babies if she wasn't taking care of them.
that was a long explanation. I just wanted to know, basically. Like, I just wanted to know when she went into labor. First of all, I wanted to see it because I'm weird, and I just think it's the coolest thing ever. And 2, I wanted to be able to help if she needed it. Well, I got up this morning, came in here, checked on her. She was still walking around. She was perfectly fine. She's just like walking in between my legs and like meowing, wanting me to pet her and all this stuff, so perfectly fine. Well, I went and I made the kids breakfast and came back in here and still fine. She's been laying on her rugs in the bathroom, and so she was just laying on the rug. She got up when I came in here and she was just walking around wanting me to pet her and stuff, so everything was fine. So, and then also I read that you can, or I've watched a video, you can see when a cat starts having contractions, like, and so I kept looking for that, and everything I read was like it can be hours in between each baby, and like it could be a long process. And so I never thought that it would be this quick. But came in here, she wasn't having contractions, like nothing looked different. She looked fine, she was getting up. So I went back in the living room. It was about an hour and a half to 2 hours before I came back in here. And I came back in here to change and like started getting ready for the day. And I noticed that that closet door was open, the one that she's not supposed to be in, and she'd already tried to get in there before, because when Josh gets ready for work in the morning, sometimes he just forgets and leaves the door open. And I was like, crap, I know she's in there. And so I went over there to get her out, because I obviously didn't want her to have the babies in there, because one, if she wouldn't have been right in the front, I don't even know if I would have been able to get them out of there without hurting them, not knowing like how many there were or anything, because she had been going behind the box, like the Christmas tree box. Anyways, luckily she was sitting right there, but the light wasn't on. I didn't have my glasses on. All I could see was these little like black fluffy jelly beans, and I was like, oh my god, she had them. And so at that point, I wasn't sure if she was done. I didn't know how many were there. I could just see something moving. So I went and got my glasses and came back, turned the light on, and I saw 4. I was like, holy crap, because I also read, I should probably have just gotten off the internet, but I also read that first-time moms, when they're younger, usually only have 2 or 3 babies. And I was like, okay, that's a little bit more manageable, especially if I have to step in and help or feed them, because I bottle fed Hazy when she was newborn. I was like, there's no way I can bottle feed like 8 babies, so hopefully it's only 2 or 3. Anyways, that's my anxiety, like thinking of the worst and like what I'm gonna have to do. Anyways, I'm rambling, but that was when I turned on my camera. I ran to go get my phone and came back, and that's the first clip that I had. And I looked crazy, I sounded crazy, and I was just freaking out because I never heard her cry. I never heard anything. Like I don't know. You would think someone in labor, like giving birth, would be crying. So she must have been super quiet with it. And by the time I got in here, the babies were almost all the way like cleaned off. They were still kind of wet, but they were all nursing. And then I saw that there was a 5th one, and I was like, oh my gosh, is she done? Because Jesus, there's 5 babies. I hope she's done. And I let her sit there for a good 30 minutes, and she never acted like she still needed to push or she was having contractions or anything. So she just laid there and was letting her babies nurse, and I decided that's when I needed to move them to the other closet, because there's just too much stuff in that first closet. I'm actually kind of sad that I missed it. I wanted to film it, which is weird, but it kind of makes me sad. I mean, I'm glad everything went okay and she's fine, the babies are fine, but I wanted to see it. Is that weird? But now they're in their little box, so they can't get hurt, nothing can happen to them, and I am so excited. I'm such an animal lover. Like, if I could, I've always told my husband, like, I just want a farm. That's all I want. I want a farm, and I want all my animals to love each other. I just hope that we can find good homes for all of them, and they'll be loved, and that they're a little bit nicer than their mom, because she is not nice. I've never owned a cat that was mean, and she's mean. And it's weird because I'll have to make another video on this, but when I found Hazy, She was only 3 days old. She didn't have her eyes open. Mom didn't want her, and I bottle fed her for 6 weeks. And you would think she would love us, like we're all she's known, really. And no, she's just not a nice cat. Today's May 2nd. I'm doing our Easter videos now, and then I'll probably just put this one up, and then the other videos will be just kind of like late. But I'll show you the babies and the mommy, and then I'm gonna end this video. Hi, pretty girl. Hi, pretty girl. You got all your babies? Oh, you're gonna be nice to me right now. You're being a good mommy. You're a good mommy. Oh, kisses. I think some of them still have a little bit of the umbilical cord. And so I think that's what she's doing right now. That's so weird. But it looks like there's 3 really dark ones. Sorry baby. These 3 in the middle. 1, 2, 3. And then it looks like this one and that one on the end might be kind of like her. Ew. Might be like her color. Yeah, she's eating the umbilical cord, which is kind of gross, but I'm glad she's doing it and I don't have to. I'll come back and check on y'all later. You being a good girl? Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Little jelly beans. Baby beans. You a baby bean? They're so cute. It's okay, baby. Just taking a picture. Don't be mad at me. Just taking pictures. Pretty. She's looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? You did a good job, Hazy. I'm glad all of them look healthy so far. They all got little bitty bellies because they've been eating all morning. I could sit here all day. I could sit here all day and just watch them. All day. I would have absolutely no problem with it. I love them. I love you guys. Rest. I'll see you in a little bit. That one with his hands up in the air right there. Oh, that is so cute. He said, this is my spot. It's my spot. Oh, I love him so much. We'll see you for our next video. Bye.